It was supposed to be the Christmas that finally broke the cycle of lonely Decembers, the night she had promised herself she would show up for her own life no matter how much it scared her. But as Hannah sat at the candlelit table, hands trembling around a half-melted snowman-shaped candle, the truth hit her like cold winter air: he wasn't coming. The blind date she had spent weeks preparing for, the men who had insisted he couldn't wait to meet her, had left her alone with nothing but a faint apology text and the echo of laughter from couples around the restaurant. Her throat tightened, her heart sank, and disappointment settled heavy in her chest, an old and familiar ache she had tried so hard to outrun. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the unexpected magic of life, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because this story is about to show how one small moment can change everything. Hannah drew a quiet breath and forced herself not to cry. She was tired of crying, tired of spending holidays pretending she was fine. She stared at the empty chair in front of her, imagining what could have been, imagining a night filled with warmth instead of the humiliation burning in her cheeks. All around her, the restaurant glowed with fairy lights and soft Christmas music, but she felt like she was trapped in a snow globe where joy swirled around her without ever touching her. She thought about leaving, about slipping away before the server returned with that sympathetic look people gave to someone dining alone during the holidays. But instead she stayed, frozen between wanting to disappear and wanting, just once, to feel chosen. Across the room, a little girl dressed in a bright red holiday dress giggled as she twirled around her mother's chair. They looked like a picture from a Christmas movie, the woman elegant in a sapphire blue dress, the child glowing with innocence and holiday cheer. Hannah found herself watching them not out of envy, but because something about them softened the heaviness inside her. She remembered being that carefree once. She wondered when she had stopped believing magic could still find her. As she rubbed her eyes discreetly, she didn't notice the tall man approaching from behind the mother and daughter. He looked handsome and effortlessly confident, yet distracted, as though searching for someone. Hannah assumed he must be the woman's date or husband. She looked away again, not wanting to stare, not wanting to picture a life she felt so distant from. The waiter came by and asked if she wanted to order or wait a little longer. She smiled politely, a painful, practiced smile, and said she'd order. She pretended to study the menu, but her mind was far away, drifting through memories of other holidays missed, of promises broken, of the fear she'd always be alone. Then everything shifted with a single small voice. As Hannah wiped away a tear she hoped no one saw, she heard tiny footsteps stop beside her table. She looked up and found the little girl in the red dress staring at her with the sweetest, most sincere smile, one that didn't pity her, didn't judge her, didn't question why she was alone. The little girl gently tugged her mother's hand and whispered loudly enough for Hannah to hear, "Mommy, she looks sad. Can we join her?" Hannah blinked in surprise, her heart catching in her throat. The mother looked embarrassed for a moment, glancing at Hannah as though unsure if the offer would offend her. But Hannah simply felt her breath leave her body like a soft exhale of relief. No one had asked to sit with her, certainly not on a night like this, and certainly not in a way so innocent and pure. The mother hesitated, then gave a warm, apologetic smile, but before she could speak, the tall man stepped closer. Hannah realized he wasn't with them. He stood a few steps behind, as though unsure whether to approach or leave. His eyes caught hers, kind, curious, and strangely sympathetic. She wondered why he was staring at her like he understood something she hadn't said. What Hannah didn't know was that he had been watching her long before she noticed him. He had seen the disappointment on her face, the empty chair she kept glancing at, the quiet strength in the way she held herself despite clearly wanting to break. He wasn't a stranger in search of a story, he was someone carrying his own quiet loneliness, someone who recognized the look in her eyes because he had seen it in his own reflection many Christmases before. The mother knelt beside her daughter, whispering that they shouldn't bother the nice lady. But the girl insisted, turning her small hopeful eyes back to Hannah, who felt something inside her unspool. Hannah smiled, a real one this time, fragile but genuine, and nodded softly. The woman relaxed with relief and gratitude, and soon they settled into the chairs beside Hannah's table. It felt surreal, like life itself had reached out a hand to pull her from the edge of a lonely night. As the girl chattered about Christmas cookies, twinkling lights, and her excitement for Santa, Hannah felt the heaviness in her chest lighten. The mother, whose name was Lily, turned out to be gentle, warm, and surprisingly easy to talk to. She didn't pry or push or ask awkward questions. She simply talked with Hannah as though they were old friends who had just picked up where they left off. The restaurant suddenly didn't seem so loud, so intimidating, so painfully joyful. Somehow, with their presence, Hannah felt included in the very warmth she thought she'd never have. But what she didn't expect was the tall man. He lingered nearby until Lily introduced him, her older brother, Daniel. Hannah felt her pulse skip at the revelation. He wasn't married, wasn't attached, wasn't the romantic partner she assumed. He was simply there to meet his sister and niece for dinner, arriving a few minutes late. And when he sat down, after Lily insisted there was room at the combined table, Hannah felt a shift, subtle but undeniable. Daniel was charming in a quiet, thoughtful way. He didn't force conversation or overwhelm her with attention. Instead, he listened. He noticed. He asked gentle questions that made her feel seen rather than examined. And Hannah found herself opening up, not in a dramatic outpouring, but in tiny pieces, little truths she had held tightly for so long finally slipping free. She told them she had come for a blind date, that he didn't show, that she had nearly gone home before the little girl approached her. And instead of pity, she saw understanding in Daniel's eyes, a look strangely full of respect, as if showing up, even when life disappointed her, meant something deeply significant. As the evening unfolded, something remarkable happened. She forgot she had been stood up. She forgot the hollow feeling, the loneliness, the quiet dread of another holiday spent alone. She laughed with the little girl as she showed off her Christmas stickers. She talked with Lily about family traditions, childhood memories, favorite Christmas movies. And with Daniel, she felt a connection forming, slow, steady, warm like a cup of cocoa held between cold hands. It wasn't dramatic or forced, it was natural, like two puzzle pieces that had been waiting for a lifetime to fit together. Outside, snow began to drift down in soft, gentle flakes, painting the world in quiet white. Inside, Hannah felt something in herself begin to thaw. The night stretched into something unforgettable, something she hadn't dared dream of. When the check came, Daniel discreetly covered her portion, insisting it was a small gift for someone who deserved a better Christmas than the one she started with. When they all stood to leave, the little girl hugged Hannah tightly, as though she had known her forever. And Lily whispered that she was glad her daughter insisted on joining her, because sometimes children saw things adults missed, like people who needed a little kindness at the right moment. But the moment that stayed with her, the moment that replayed in her mind long after they walked out into the softly falling snow, was when Daniel gently touched her arm and asked if she'd like to see them again. He didn't phrase it like a date, didn't push for anything more than she was ready for. He simply said that it felt like meeting her had been the best unexpected gift of the year, and he hoped it wouldn't end with one evening. For the first time in a long time, Hannah felt her heart whisper yes. Months later, she would call that night the Christmas that saved her. The Christmas when kindness came wrapped in the form of a little girl with a red bow and the brother who followed behind her. And though she didn't know it then, that night would become the beginning of a story that would reshape her entire life, one filled with love, family, laughter, and a future brighter than the lights that had glittered above their table. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating stories filled with hope, kindness, and second chances.